Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. You're now gaming with Ultum 27. Today we'll do our basic missions, our recruit missions, warrior missions, our dailies and some builds. Aha. We're online, we're online. Beautiful. Let's have a look. So I'll do the description in a minute. We'll get our dailies out of the way. There we go. Left it a little bit late tonight. And 100 dimes, thank you. So let's have a quick look at the description. There we go. Hello and welcome. Here we go. Beautiful. We've got that up and rocking. Let's have a look at our city. We've got messages coming in. That's it. So we should be off truce soon. We'll check our mail. We'll find our truce notification. 7:20, 8:22, 7:20. So tomorrow we'll be off truce. We have to be very careful about that. So we get caught off truce, we can lose all of our city. And we've built some ships, some destroyers. Finally built some destroyers. We've got 400 destroyers. Excellent. I'll move all the troops over to our first city. We have to come up with some good names for our cities. We can't move our destroyers to an inland city, so we'll keep them here in our new city. Let's have a look. Enter. We should have some builds too. Should be able to do some builds. Look at our production, nearly all at level 9. That's awesome. So we'll continue building up on our production. How you going, Hammerhead? Hope you're well today. Excellent. Looks like we're not going to have much trouble tonight with the game booting us off all the time. Hopefully we don't have any trouble. Territories. We'll select all and collect. And I'll recall them. Yeah, mate, I'm having a good night. It's like 11:09 here in Tasmania. It's a pretty early one. I can't have a real late night tonight, so I reckon we'll do about an hour and a half worth of streaming. We'll see how we go. It's easy to lose track of time though. New South Wales. What's the weather like up that way? Then we've got this is the 4th day we've had these territories at level 5, so I think that might be a bit of a glitch. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the cities before the 24-hour. I'm dispatching, abandoning the territories before the 24-hour period, and it seems to be keeping them at level 5. So that's good for us to help us out with our daily missions, so we don't have to go travelling half the map to find fields. Raining. We had a pretty rough night the other night here in Tasmania. Pretty bad winds and some rain. There's me coffee. We had a little bit of rain here in Tasmania as well. Not much, just a bit of a spit today. I don't mind it when it rains. We don't want other people's cities. That'll get us into some strife if we go seize in other people's cities. You can't seize or hit any other cities when you're on truce. We'll send 500 rockets. 500 SPGs. We'll send 500 of everything. That should keep me rockets and SPGs safe. So it does seem a bit repetitive, this game, but it is a little bit until you build up to a point where your city's maxed out, or you've got enough material for this equipment. Oops. No, we didn't send that. So eventually we'll be able to hit other people's cities. Just takes a little bit of time to get yourself set up. I like to try and stay quiet off the world chat on the game, because they get you pretty wild sometimes. And it doesn't take much for them to beat you, especially when they're sitting on a million reputation, for example. We're just hitting close to 200,000. So that rep doesn't really mean much later on in the game, but this early it could mean they've got a lot more troops than us. So we're hitting level 5s. I've got no more. If they're watching the stream, it could make it very hard for us, because they'll know exactly what we're doing. But that's all good. We can handle that. We just try not to badmouth anyone, and yeah, I guess we just don't badmouth. We just take every hit as it comes along. There's not much really we can do if they watch the stream, except for try and build up troops, try and beat every attack that they send at us. So if they watch the stream, they can see our weak points. They can see our city levels, and if it looks nice enough, they could they can just take it if they need to. So we try and keep our morale up as much as possible. I've got my tax at 15% at the moment, but when I'm off truce, I'll stick that tax down to 0, and that'll boost up my morale up to 100. And that should make it a little bit harder for them to take my city. And our officers, we've got to make sure their loyalty's up. His loyalty at the moment is at 100, but if that drops down below 20, they have a chance of stealing our officers. So yes, that's a tricky one if they do watch the stream. It could be interesting. So we'll check out our coastal city, see what else we can build here. I'm building up the Naval Association and another arms plant to level 8. The Naval Association I'm building up so that eventually I can build bigger ships. Let's have a look at what we need for submarines. Naval Association at level 7, steel production at 4, fortification construction at level 7. So we've got 2 more things we need to do. We need fortification construction in the research centre up to level 7. We're nearly there. We're doing troop defence as well, trying to keep on top of our defence and attack. Beauty, we need them diamonds. Let's have a look at our storage. It's going to crash up on us. So I don't mind players checking out my stream, because hopefully they might get some tips. No. See, what we're doing at the moment, Hammerhead, is we're checking out the new server. It's V3. In V1 the Fury, we've got 4 maxed out cities we found, and we stole them cities. But in V3, how old is this server? I started the first day. Login rewards. So 18 days old this server is. Everyone had to start from scratch. So that's why my levels in this city are so low. Everyone in the whole game that wanted to try out this new server had started from absolute scratch. All we had was a general headquarters level 1, a staff headquarters level 1, and a military institute at level 1. That's all we had, and it's taken me 18 days to build this up so far. Today we might be able to build another city. I've got enough resources to build another city. How many cities can we build? Let's have a look. So we've got 2 cities of 4. So we can build another 2 cities. I might start building another new city at the moment. Let's see where we can do that. I really wanted to get another coastal, so we'll scout that. Yeah, I reckon that's my PC fan. So we'll scout the level 5. Best to do your scouts with a knowledge officer. So that's our best knowledge officer at the moment. I'm not too sure I'll be able to beat a level 5. So I was going to wait until they reach a level 0 plane. Because that way I'm sure I can beat that. Yeah, I reckon it was my fan on the PC. I've got an old PC with a fan deck underneath it. Old laptop. So I can manage my live stream. I can place ads in when I can monetize that sort of stuff. Okay. Let's check this out. I'm not too sure I can beat